It is 5:07. Good afternoon. Welcome back. Matt Murphy Radio Show in progress. Thank you for being with us. If you're driving home right now, you're probably having a tough time of it. I'm looking at the TDOT, the map, and it's not good. A lot of red going on that map. And so all I can tell you is that it is. Ken Weaver?
Yes, sir.
Have you looked at this map?
Oh, I'm looking at it every 10 minutes, Brother Murphy.
I know that you're reporting on the what is going on, Ken Weaver? I mean, it is something in the water? What's happening on this Wednesday? I'm not seeing bright red. I'm seeing deep, dark red everywhere. Everywhere.
Yes, sir.
The Loop, red. 440, red. 65, red. 24, red. 40, red. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, it's really bad out there. The only thing I can point to is way too many people.
Way too many people. But here's the good news. If you're going, is that 24 is technically east-west, I guess?
Yeah.
But I would say north of the city, if you're on 24, it's smooth sailing. It's
well, you should have spoke so soon there, Brother Murphy, because it looks like right now in Montgomery County we've got a crash 24 westbound at Clarksville, Trenton.
Sorry.
Exit 1.
That's on me.
He's Ken Weaver.
I'm Ken Weaver.
That one's on me. So it'll be there when you get there, and just calm it down, and we'll try to entertain you.
Too many people.
Home.
We will?
Yeah, there's too many. That's
too
what we
many
do.
freaking people.
Yeah. We need to...
Maybe stop off and get you a sandwich.
No, we need to keep them near the radio. We got Nincompoops coming
Drive through.
Okay, that's fine. You can do drive through. I'll allow it.
Don't keep the people from their sandwiches.
I had, I used to, back in the day, I used to recommend that people, I got asked to stop recommending that people just stop off and get themselves a couple of pops before they get back on the road. I was told that was not a preferred
That's drunk
way.
driving.
That's not a preferred way. I didn't say get drunk.
That's a felony.
I didn't say get drunk. I didn't make anybody do it. Cameron Smith is with us. He of the Tennessee, and he joins us on these Wednesdays. Hello, Cameron.
Hey, man.
Uh-oh.
I didn't press the button. Rookie mistake.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. Do you know what Jackson did to that little container you got there?
Well, anything you did to it's probably gross.
Yeah.
I peed in it.
Come on. Did you tell him the story from yesterday?
No.
He won Nincompoops in the news, and it was some sort of.
It was terrible.
I can read it again.
No. I mean, I think if you did that story again today, despite the fact that you'd be disqualified, you'd win again. I mean, it was.
That's how good it was.
It was the most insane thing I've ever heard of in my life.
I'll give you the short version, Cameron. Essentially, this paramedic was a serial peer on all different manners of items, and he did something with chapstick that we don't know what he did.
Not really entirely sure.
We can guess, and none of it's good. He peed an ice maker and stirred it in there. He peed in a pot of chili. He peed on his boss's keyboard.
Okay.
He peed on what else did he pee?
He peed on everything.
He peed on everything, man.
I mean,
That's
the
rough.
chapstick, I've gotten more questions about what did he do with the chapstick.
well, what did he do with the?
I don't know. They didn't say.
I think
we can guess.
we can figure it out.
It's just really, the front or the rear or what he.
Goodness.
Anyway, that was yesterday's Nincompoops in the News. We highly anticipate today's Nincompoops in the News. And I also anticipate your take on a story that I addressed a couple of hours ago, or I guess a little over an hour ago now. And I was surprised at the amount of pushback that I got disagreeing with Representative Andy Ogle's take on government intervention with Super Bowl halftime shows. A lot of folks seem to be under the disillusionment that there's not a fair amount of gyrating that goes on every night on primetime television.
What?
I know. Fascinating. But they specifically, some at least, are supportive of Andy's effort to get to the bottom of the bottoms that we saw at the Super Bowl halftime show for those that watched.
I don't think you understand. There was widespread twerking.
Not just twerking.
Widespread.
You see, I feel like if it was random and occasional twerking, that maybe it would not merit government intervention.
It is systemic. And those pelvic gyrations, our taxpayer dollars should be used in a manner to get to the bottom.
See what you did there.
See what I did?
I saw what you did.
Get to the bottom of these gyrations and ultimately deal with how in the world did we have Spanish language music during the American Super Bowl?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, serious Americans want to know this.
I can understand why people might get annoyed.
But what if they cuss in Spanish and we don't know it?
So several people responded to me when I gave my take on it, which I think it's completely ridiculous and performative that Andy would be suggesting this. Several, suggested that out and out that it was the role of government because these are federally the Federal Communications Commission governs broadcast television, despite the fact that I would almost bet not a single one of you listening right now doesn't pay something to get television into your home.
Right.
Like, I mean, if you don't, kudos to you. I mean, what you're maybe you have digital, a digital antenna, and that thing is platforming your television and it's coming over the air. But the vast majority of you pay. And when you pay, you're entering into an agreement with that company. And when you pay, the government gets out of the way. That said, intrusive media is governed by the FCC. Radio is considered an intrusive media, meaning you don't know what you're going to hear before you hear it.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And the federal government has a certain level of standard or expectation. Now, before we get into whether or not they violated those standards or expectations, I mean, that's one thing. But I don't understand why so many people don't understand that maybe the Super Bowl halftime show isn't for you and the government should not get involved in demanding that it be more for you. Some people are saying, no, this was offensive in its nature and it went past the line.
I'm going to make a sound. Click. That's the sound of you changing the channel, turning the TV off.
Can I play devil's advocate with you?
Please do.
Yeah, but if, for example,
Sure.
Justin Timberlake,
Yep.
right? Janet Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
My kids are watching the halftime show.
Sure.
And they saw the boobie before I didn't know the boobie was coming.
Yes.
And they saw the boobie before I knew it was coming. And now I got to sit down and talk to my kids about the boobie.
Sure.
What do you say to those parents?
So
I didn't have a chance to click.
Absolutely. And if we saw nudity, I would say, well, hey, look, you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And they should be fined, right? I mean, that was the nipple slip, if I recall correctly.
Oh, yes.
And that's the type.
Remember they called it a wardrobe malfunction.
Yes, a wardrobe malfunction. But my point is, we live in a radically different culture than even that wardrobe malfunction. I mean, it is a totally different climate, and you have the options because everybody who is upset about Bad Bunny knew that Bad Bunny was the artist and had the option to turn it off. I have yet to find someone who did not know that Bad Bunny was going to be there and was surprised and could not, and it is now very upset.
Is there not at some point, is there not, I disagree, by the way, I'm playing devil's advocate for the purpose of the conversation. I disagree with a lot of the government intervention here. I think it's up to the parents. But at some point, should parents not have an expectation that there will not be simulated sex acts during the Super Bowl? Because I don't think you can deny that. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But you watched it. They were simulating sex, were they not?
I mean, that's real fast sex, you know? I mean, they were twerking, they were twitching and gyrating.
There were women bent over with men behind them, Cameron. That's simulating sex.
I mean, maybe. I was watching it. I was not.
I mean, let's not play it silly. That's what they were doing.
This is the genre. This is the thing. If I tell you Marilyn Manson is going to be the halftime performer, and then you show up and are like,
Wow.
Well, he was kind of scary and Satan-y. And I'm offended by that. I'm going to look at you like, they told you. They advertised everywhere. You had ample opportunities to look at this. The same with Kendrick Lamar that I think was last year. If you don't like Kendrick Lamar's music, now one of the things that Randy Fine out of Florida, a couple of other members of Congress did is they jumped to the conclusion of, well, we looked up the songs. And,
that he did,
and
right.
we looked up
and
the
lyrics were really, really nasty.
Lyrics were explicit.
Several people mentioned that too.
Therefore, if this was in English, they would have been fined and kicked off the air. Well, they had censored it. Like multiple outlets have reported that the Spanish was censored, much like they do with Eminem or Dr. Dre or anybody else that has explicit content for a primetime audience.
Did he alter the lyrics, or did they clipped him?
They bleeped, and then he kind of, you know how they sometimes just kind of like mumble the word, like that, it's not clear purposefully. So what they're doing is effectively bleeping it because they're not saying the word. They just kind of drag a syllable or something. So the F word and all the other stuff that would have been a finable offense was curated and pulled out, but it was in Spanish. So people who don't speak Spanish just assumed, well, this is the song, these are the lyrics, that's what he was saying, and therefore this is a double standard. It wasn't.
Well, I for one appreciate the fact that they went to the next level with their. Not only did they censor it, they also put it in Spanish. So on two levels, I couldn't understand what the hell was going on.
Yeah, and the idea that we need to have the government enforce our preferences, if there's a violation of law, you know I'm a rule of law guy. Let's do it. But the idea that the widespread twerking is going to be sufficient to form the basis of like a fine, I don't think so. And it's certainly, I don't know what a congressional hearing is going to do to help us figure this out.
6054 is very upset about this. And because independent of the conversation on air, I proposed to him that since the beginning of television, these types of complaints have been happening. Elvis was censored on broadcast television because parents complained that he was a corrupting influence. He was an immoral and corrupting influence on American youth because he gyrated on television.
Yep.
It's the exact same complaint as we're getting in 2026.
Yes.
Now, I understand the gyrations have gotten more lewd. I understand that it's a new level, but the complaints are exactly the same. 6054 says, you want us to stand back and say nothing. You don't want us to fight for our culture. Parents, vote for representatives to protect us. Don't blame the parents.
And I'm happy to respond to that.
That's why I'm bringing it up.
Happy to respond to that. You vote with your dollars as well as your representation. And the idea that everything that we want to see done as the province of government is not even remotely conservative. We have a limited government. That is the design from its inception, is that the proper seat of government is in the states and that there are a great many things that the federal government should not be involved in. And this is the kind of thing where the harms that exist can be adequately addressed by the market, can be adequately addressed by parental intervention, and there's a reasonable expectation that when there's massive advertising done about the artist that is available at halftime, that you have sort of an informed perspective rather than just saying, oh, I'm going to sit through all 13 minutes of this and hate every minute of it and be very, very upset.
Well, and you know, we've gotten a number of people hitting us up on the super text line that says we don't want our children introduced to that. That is your responsibility as a parent.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't want your kids introduced to R-rated movies, should the government ban all R-rated movies so that just in case you're not there in the room, that your kid is not exposed to it because it was presented on a television station?
Yeah, I have 5 boys. I love them dearly. As a Christian, I am raising them to be in the world and not of it. I am pushing them to challenge the culture that is raw sewage. This is selective outrage to score political points because the political class thinks if we can, they think you're stupid.
Well, and so many of you are like, we're on a. I mean, 5637 says, I agree with Ogles. The whole country is on a rock sled to hell. Well, one, since I was a baby, people have been saying that the country is headed to hell in a handbasket. Number two, why is it the government's role to maintain the culture? Isn't it our role to maintain the culture? And the way that you do that is to turn off your television.
Yep.
And if that means, it seems to me that you don't want to do that you want someone else to do the hard work for you. Turn off the TV. If the Super Bowl no longer represents your values, don't watch the Super Bowl.
Oh, take it a step further. Stop going to the NFL games. Stop watching it entirely. It's a business. You don't have to give them any of your money or your attention.
And I would encourage you not to do so.
Yes.
If you don't believe, I mean, I appreciate the values that you guys say that you're trying to represent. I appreciate the cultural norms that you are trying to represent. What I don't appreciate is using the power and force of government to force other people to abide by those same norms, because I'm an American and I'm free to live my life of my choosing too.
Yeah, and I have very specific views on what's right and wrong. I am not clear. The Bible is the lens through which I see the world, right? And I recognize not everybody shares that, but in America, that's how we can have our perspectives. But when we use the power, we use the stick to enforce them, we've got a problem. And I hate to break it to a lot of you folks, and y'all are going to get mad at me for saying this, but I think it's important to be said, that the church lost the culture. The generations have gradually lost, not because the culture did worldly smut or there was too much gyration. It was you didn't make a compelling enough case for your values for people to want to buy them.
And a lot of people who are just joining us, just getting in on the conversation, are asking the same question. I heard that there was foul language, but it was in Spanish. I didn't watch, and I don't speak Spanish. So even if I had watched, I wouldn't know. But people that do speak Spanish say that no foul language made it across the broadcast.
And that's been widely reported. Like, it's the same type of censorship that you saw of Kendrick Lamar last year. Like, Kendrick Lamar has explicit content, and it was sort of
they
fixed.
muted it.
Yes.
Or they mangled it.
Yeah.
They do this new thing, like Cameron was talking about, where they don't mute it, so that the sound doesn't go out. They just garble it.
Right.
So that you don't understand what words he was saying. And they did that in the Spanish broadcast. So anyone saying that, they were saying the nasty words, apparently that's not the case. We'll get to your calls. We'll get to your thoughts. Stephen and Hatch and Robert and Jim. 615-737-9986 is 25 after the hour on Super Talk. Super Talk 99.7 WTN. My name is Matt Murphy, and this is the Matt Murphy Radio Show. We're pleased you've decided to join us. Ken Weaver's back in News Closet B. He gathers headlines for a living and delivers them twice an hour, and he also participates in Nincompoops in the News, and that's coming up in just a moment or two. Jackson Williams was the big winner yesterday. That means that, Jay Willie, you got two victories?
I got one. You won Monday.
I won Monday. You won yesterday. Oh, and today's Wednesday. That makes sense.
That's how the days of the week work.
Yeah, thank you. What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow's Thursday, and Matt, we're not doing the show here. We're going on location.
T-Line. Very exciting.
Weaver's going to be there.
Representative Scott Sapicki going to stop by in the 4 o'clock hour and defend his anti-raccoon position. We'll see about all of that.
Like to see that.
He might end up being my nincompoop in the news tomorrow. So we'll get to that. But a couple of folks have been holding for a long time. I want to get to them. They want to talk about the Super Bowl, like Robert in Laredo. Is it Laredo or Loretto?
Loretto.
Where's that at?
About roughly about 15 to 20 minutes south of Murphy Lago.
Oh, Murphy Lago. Oh, okay. All right. Well, come see me sometime, Robert. I'll buy you a drink at the Mount Pleasant Grill.
I already have. You and I already done some bear walking.
Oh, I got you. I know you, Robert.
Remember, I stood at the end of your driveway and said, I have free drinks. Don't shoot.
Yeah, no, I told Robert, I said, well, that's not creepy at all, because I was backing out of my driveway and there was a guy standing there with beer. was like, well, that's not creepy at all.
It's kind of awesome.
Yeah, well, when I realized it was beer, I thought it was more awesome. And the beer was pretty good, too, Robert. What's on your mind with the Super Bowl, man?
I did what you suggested about turning it off and not watching. The moment I realized they were going to have that second national anthem crap, I says, I was done. I wasn't going to watch any of it after that. If you had to play a national anthem other than the Star Spangled Banner, I'm done with it.
Yeah, I mean, I get real confused about why we need all of that. I mean, I feel like the original, the OG, really does it for me, and I don't need the rest of it. I think subdividing Americans is a bad thing. I think hyphenating Americans is a bad thing. I think if we want to unify ourselves under the banner of the flag and present ourselves as a freedom and liberty loving society, we can all do that under the same flag and under the same Star Spangled Banner.
I also have a suggestion for NES. The technology's already been proven. They've just got to upscale it, but they ought to look back in Nikola Tesla's wireless energy transmission stuff. Then they wouldn't even need the wires. People just have to maintain reception towers at their houses. They wouldn't have to worry about power outage.
You know, Robert, you mentioned that, and thank you for the call. Robert mentions this. It occurred to me as I was doing unpacking at the new house, I had a big box full of coaxial cable.
Yeah.
Do you know what I need coaxial cable for now?
Nothing.
I mean, even if I hardwire with Ethernet.
Right.
So coaxial cable means, and I've got like yards of this stuff. Like I've got a couple of them that are like 50 feet each. Because you used to have to do that. If you had to wire your house, you had to wire your house.
Yeah.
Now, nothing.
Yeah, well, and I charge my phone at night. I don't plug it into anything. I just set it down.
You got one of those little circular things? I want one of those.
It's kind of like it literally is like a little stand. You just set it on.
Like a little, do you got one of those little, what is that called, Jackson?
MagSafe.
Yeah?
It's the way I used to charge my phone.
It's the way to go, huh?
I like it.
Yeah? You got it right now? Can I borrow it?
No.
Why not?
I'm charging my phone.
Yeah, but I need to charge my phone.
If you had an Android, it just lasts longer.
If you got an Android, everyone laughs at you.
You know, every time I get into a multi-person group text with you, annoys the hell out of me because I can't edit.
It's annoying for my family, too, because they all have iPhones.
It's like you're here to annoy people.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, that's the fun part, right? When you point out to people, hey, remember like how you're all upset about everything and how you want the government to fix it? You know you're like a liberal, right? And then everybody gets upset.
Well, I mean, there's some of that going on right now. Let's, you know what I think we should do? I think we just should go straight into Nincompoops in the News on Super Talk 99.7 WTN. It's, I mean, you know what's going on with the news, right? You've heard the big stories coming from Ken Weaver in the newsroom. You've heard Matt Murphy opine on said same. Now it's time to go all across the great state of Tennessee, the volunteer state, all across these United States of America, nay, the world, and find those nincompoops where they live and breathe. There's only one rule of Nincompoops in the News. Nobody gets to die.
I know you brought up a story to me that I've had on my desk, but is unusable in this sense.
The guy that stuck his head in the fryer?
Yeah, he died.
He died.
You stick your head in a deep fryer. Newsflash.
That's a way to do it. If anybody would like to send me a nincompoop in the news directly, you may do so because I don't currently have one.
Ooh, I get to pick the order today.
Well, if you pick me, then I'm just gonna pass.
It's a slow news cycle.
Then
if you pick me, I'm passing.
We are going Murphy.
I pass.
Smith.
Okay.
Actually, no, Murphy, Weaver, Smith, Williams.
All right. I am passing.
No, you can't pass. You either if you pass, you don't get it back. It's over. You're done.
No. I'm saying
you're just going to disqualify yourself.
I'm DQ'd. You're skipping me. I'm passing, recognizing that it will not come back to me, as I do not currently have a Nincompoops in the News. I have failed in my responsibilities. I have failed as a host. I have failed you as a member of this community.
And
I have
as a
failed
man.
you as I've failed all of you as a man. And I would like to. And I'm sorry for wearing this stupid orange shirt.
Go Vols.
Ken,
It's a rough day.
He could be a nincompoop.
you know what? I'm the nincompoop. I'm the nincompoop. I take it back.
No, because he's going to win. No.
I'm the nincompoop in the news because I do not have a nincompoop in the news. And I'm very sorry. And if you would like to vote for me, Matt Murphy, for nincompoop, you may do so. Jackson, you brought this on yourself because you know what's about to happen.
Yeah, they're all going to vote for you. Just go, Weaver.
They might vote for Weaver. They love how Weaver delivers. They love how Ken Weaver delivers a news story. They do.
I got this off the Daily Wire, boys. Or maybe, no, I'm sorry, the Daily Mail, the U.S. version. Humans fart twice as much as we thought. Study using smart underwear confirms the average person farts 32 times a day.
Kind of light, if you ask me.
I'm above average.
Finally.
I got to get through this.
Okay, I'll shut up.
Scientists from the University of Maryland have developed smart underwear that records exactly how often someone passes wind. According to the first study, the average person lets one go 32 times a day compared to the 14 that doctors once considered normal. At the extreme end are the so-called hydrogen hyperproducers, whose unique guts produce 40 to 50 farts every day.
Jackson, you're a hyper producer.
You're a what we call a super pooper.
You're an executive producer.
Executive hyper producer.
The smart
I'm going to put that in my email signature.
Okay.
Please do. Please do. Ken's having fun today.
Ken's just trying to get through it.
Ken's just desperately clinging to this story.
The smart underwear device is a small coin-sized gadget. It clips onto a normal pair of pants. In their trial,
I'm not putting a small coin-sized anything near there.
Especially after Jackson's story yesterday about the fellow with the chapstick.
Yep.
In their trial, over 80% of participants said that the device was comfortable, that they would be happy to wear it if advised to by a doctor. This research also helps scientists understand what is happening inside our guts. However, the team are now expanding the study into a nationwide research program dubbed the Human Flatus Atlas. Anyone over 18 and living in the U.S. can enroll in the study. And the lead doctor, by the name of Hall, will send them a smart underwear device to start recording their own fart data.
Do you have a link?
I think there was one in the story, but it didn't come over here to my script.
www.com.
www.trackyourfarts.org.
Yeah, look up University of Maryland fart study.
By the way, I have a story now, so I don't have to be the nincompoop.
No, you took a knee.
Anyway, my nincompoops of this story. Whoever gave that university money to put a device in on people's butts?
How much money would it cost you boys if somebody came to you? Or how much money would it cost if someone comes to you and says, hey, what's it going to cost me for you to wear these underwear that monitor how many times you fart a day?
Yeah, $20.
I mean, for the betterment of humanity? I mean,
you're going less than $20?
Are they comfortable?
It's just
according
your normal,
to the folks.
It's your normal underwear. You just put a little device on
You put a little device on there.
It's like wearing an Apple Watch, but on your butt.
By the way, can we just go around?
Instead of tracking your steps, it tracks your farts. It's like a Fitbit.
By the way, can we just go
around?
It's
a fart bit. Which is also what I'm doing right now.
That's a lot.
It just kind of kept on coming there.
Yeah, it was good, Jackson.
On a damn roll there.
I want to go see him at Zany's. I mean, that's pretty good, man.
Fitbit, fart bit, which is what I'm doing right now.
My gosh.
Yeah. I was just going to ask while we're talking about it. I'm a boxer briefs guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Samesies.
Yeah. I mean, I think the boxer briefs were.
I don't know if boxers are still a thing.
Like the Lucy's?
Yeah.
Come on. You're not living right if you're living that way.
That's medieval.
You're all crammed in there. And don't even talk to me about tighty-whitey boys. I mean, come on.
Okay. I got it. Sidebar. I will tell you that my dad lived in a very fancy neighborhood in Brentwood. And
Fart bit.
he would wear cut-off camouflage T-shirts and tighty-whities and sometimes go get the mail.
Okay.
And that's how you knew that he was the real deal and just did not care.
Right.
And, so there is a case for tighty-whitey these days of, like, if you can rock that, more power to you.
Okay.
That's rough business.
That's
That's a bold adventure.
I'll tell you what, I just always felt like they kind of cut into you.
Yeah.
I didn't care for it.
I always figured you for, like, the Daniel Craig, like, booty shorts.
Did you know?
Yeah, I just thought that.
Mm-hmm.
I go for like the worst. Like, what if something horrible happens to me? I do not want the doctors or anyone else seeing tighty whitey, so I go boxer briefs.
It's a good plan, Jason.
Yeah.
It's an old Bill Cosby bit.
I feel like
I thought that's what an accident was.
We've gone to some bad places.
First you say it, and then you do it.
This is
Cameron, I think you're next.
This is like Bad Bunny. I mean, it's getting wild.
I know.
We got to watch out for Andy Ogles.
Yeah.
Widespread fart jokes.
Yeah, everywhere.
Ogles is going to be all over us with the FCC.
Did you do the Florida man McDonald's?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
The Florida man.
Florida man, obviously. He served double patties. A Florida man went on an unhinged tirade against a group of teens at a local McDonald's Saturday, allegedly hurling his soda at them before flashing his bare buttocks. All because he believed they were staring at him. William Heath, 47, wandered into the McDonald's restaurant in Gainesville, Florida, late Saturday night and became visibly agitated when he spotted a group of teenagers looking at him, and he has a Grizzly Adams beard. Heath stormed over to the gaggle who were seated in the dining area and sparked an argument. In the chaos, he allegedly chucked his soda at the group, dousing two of them in Dr. Pepper, according to the police report. Heath retreated into the parking lot, but the teenagers weren't far behind. He flopped down in a bush near the sidewalk and allegedly pretended the group had ganged up on him and shoved him into the bushes.
Oh, no.
A fake fall?
Heath then turned around and allegedly dropped his pants, exposing his bare bottom while spanking himself and caressing his left butt cheek.
Wait.
Awesome.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to visualize it, and I can't get it in my head.
Just stand up and do a recreation.
I don't think so.
Spanking himself and caressing his left butt cheek, but it gets better.
But is he spanking the right butt cheek and caressing the left, or
Probably.
is it doing both?
Probably. Now that I try not to think about it. A witness who watched the bizarre scene unfold from inside her car told police that she never saw the teenagers initiate any physical contact. She added that she overheard Heath claim they punched him, all while he was shouting obscenities about race and sexuality at the minors, according to the report. He confessed to the entire situation after being read his Miranda rights, which you can just be quiet, but no. He tried to defend himself by grousing that he felt the teens had upset and insulted him. He was arrested and charged with 2 counts of simple battery and 2 counts of lewd and lascivious exhibition.
All right, I got to go quick.
Yeah, go.
Ex-Norristown officer charged with striking naked man with patrol car. It is not a necessary use of deadly force. A former Norristown, Pennsylvania police officer was arrested and charged about 1 week after officials said he struck a naked man with his patrol vehicle. Sergeant Daniel De Orizo, 52, is charged with aggravated assault, simple assault, official oppression, and recklessly endangering another person, Montgomery County District Attorney Kevin Steele said in a news release. Steele said the Orzio striking the man amounted to deadly force and that this level of force did not match the circumstances of the incident. He was called to a scene at Stanbridge and West Erie Street on the morning of Wednesday, February 4th, where police said a naked man was standing in the intersection and blocking traffic. Police were notified that the man, later identified as Justin Rich, was screaming and damaging cars. Steele said after the first patrol car arrived on scene, Rich tried to open the doors but did not succeed. After DeOrzio arrived on scene, he stopped behind a gray pickup truck that was in the travel lane. DeOrzio then radioed to have officers order the truck to move out of the intersection. Once the truck moved, DeOrzio accelerated his patrol vehicle and struck Rich, who went airborne and landed several feet away.
Yikes.
He was taken to a nearby hospital and left on February 6th.
Goodness.
He was last seen caressing his butt cheek.
Left.
Yeah, Cameron wins.
Left butt cheek.
Slapping the
know.
right one
The fake
and
fall.
caressing the left one.
The fake fall does it for me. Like, they're coming after you. Jump into the bushes.
3449 said, big beard, excited for no reason, yelling at people, flopping into the bushes. Was this LeBron James? Pretty
Checks out.
That's how we play Nincompoops in the News. You can pick Matt Murphy. You can pick Ken Weaver. You can pick Cameron Smith, or you can pick Jackson Williams. One way or the other, we'll have a winner coming back at Super Talk 99.7 WTN.